What up? What up? It's too classique. All right, we'll get this right. All good there. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, it's cool. Let me make sure y'all are good on here. We'll see. Maybe that'll sync up. It says we got 4 in here. I'm gonna just make sure. Oh, let's not do that. Pull this off to the side. Just make sure we're good and live. Whatnot makes it a little hard to check that. Even on mobile. What up, 88 King and Sunnyside? How we doing? I'm just making sure y'all can check it. I was gonna say there actually shouldn't be any, for what it's worth, shouldn't be anything for sale. If anybody buys anything, I'll drop it. Good call up, but yeah, we're not gonna be selling anything this show. I appreciate that though, Crane. Let's see. I just want to make sure all is good on the stream. I'm just hopping in now. All right. When I pull it up on my phone, it's very odd. When I pull it up on my phone, I can't see. I can't see the stream. All right, and I don't have my good to go. All right, bucket hat, and then we're good. All right, chat. Bitcoin Jesus, welcome. What up, DJ? How we doing, everybody? Glad to see everybody on this Monday. We got, 7 p. Eastern time. Welcome to Market Mash, Monday Market Mash with KB. We got April 21st. We love a good 21. I was gonna say, what's our block height at? Block height for Bitcoin. One of these days, I swear, I'm going to get my block clock. It just may be a minute. I don't know what everybody thinks about this market. We're at 87K here. Block height 893. About to cross over to the 900s. That's kind of exciting. If you're a block height person, I love following it. Tracking my life through the block height is always entertaining, in my opinion. But we got a pretty chill show this week. We're running around, chat. So we are going to be making KB a little more concise here moving forward. I'll pause before getting too deep into that. But, just recapping last week where we were at. We talked a little bit about the one-of-one tracker and that card map. So this website is something that we'll rehash again today, doing artist bios. Looking to have that buy-side led marketplace. This is something that it may be. We'll see how it goes. It'll probably be form-based. What up, Louie? And 100 Bagger and Comic. So something that I'm being very considerate of is just my time delivering higher quality content and service. What up? What up? So considering the time that it takes to, run a marketplace, do some of this stuff. If you saw my teaser for Monday Market Mash, going to be putting more content, more graphics around this marketing aspect. But really, I want to be more emphasized, more focused on being and let me make my window. You don't care that much about me. But sorry, I'm gonna do this real quick. Yeep. All right. Being more of a subject matter expert, right, on all things Bitcoin trading cards. So really bringing on the market side, all that information, anything that you guys would be interested in learning about from trading cards and collectibles. That's really going to be the focus moving forward. I really want to provide quality over quantity of features and service. That's part of, just having focus, being an entrepreneur. But I'm just trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible, of acknowledging, there's a lot of promise, a lot of opportunity to contribute to the community, and want to be dialing it in to specifically on market expertise, market knowledge, getting you guys as well educated about the cards and the community, and just the hobby at large. So we looked at recent transactions. We can see where Skater's box on SatStash sold for. We're looking at 450K sats at 391. That's kind of on par. You got Mopar at it. Dustin Trammell getting in there. Mopar wanted it for 450. Quite the step up. Why not? Just close it off. Place that bid that can't be bid against. Shows you're serious. We covered 130 point a little bit in eBay. Talked about some of those sales that we're picking up on. What up, Ms. Nunya? Some of those sales that we're picking up on COMC. We're gonna dive more into that. We got the scarcity. We had the auction review. We had some sales in the Telegram, or at least offered, to buy. We hit a 21 club on the Thursday stream, which was very exciting. And then two POWs, or rather, sorry, the Thursday stream had the 21 club. Yeah, that was AG's, right? I'm pretty sure. So what up? Whoop whoop. Get excited. So, and then the second was the two POWs. So that was last week. That was all Thursday, Friday before. Well, the halving. See, now you guys, that's going to be 2 weeks ago, rather. So we're recapping. Because this time we had, and I know this is going to be laid out, it's hard on the stream, but this week was no 21 clubs on the Thursday stream. We did hit a Warriors, and I'm just going to type this out for you. We hit a Warriors out of 69. We hit a POW Omega candle, I believe it was. That went over to, or was it Running Bitcoin, rather? It was Running Bitcoin. Went over to our new collector in the community. If you guys don't know, what is it, NAR? I believe CG NAR. New fan, got to figure out what community he's a part of. He doesn't talk too much in the streams, but he's been around and shown up. I think he got a hold of Bitcard Kings. Two POWs as well. We'll cover that. And then today, or Friday, was the 1 of 1. You guys all know that. So that was really exciting to see. I'll hold that up. We got our 1 of 1 action. The halving card has been hit, taken off the table. KB fine. Hey, what up, Nar? Andreas. We'll call you Andreas. There we go. Happy to see you in Monday Market Mash. Perfect. Andreas works. Great. So that was a recap of last week and this week's kind of breaks. It was great to see. We had World of Rusty. I'll just show off one more time. And Market Mash, I won't spend too much time in the future. We'll make this quicker. But World of Rusty started with some artifacts he was able to put together and sell. I believe maybe it was in part because of KB streams. Who knows? But a beautiful POW times this 1 of 1 artwork. And then up for sale still is this custom, basically handmade rings. Pretty sick. Check it out. That's World of Rusty. What up, Sportsman? Talked a little bit about box stackers, COMC, and Satoshi's Heroes. So SE price history mapping. I'll make this. Would you guys be interested in this being public? Is that something that should be public? I may, at least, without the the buyers, I'd be happy to make this stuff public. I'll make a note to do that. So we're gonna pause here for a second. I'm gonna run a quick giveaway while we sit on the screen. I know some of you guys care more about the giveaway. Crane likes it. What up, Kim? Welcome. Let me make sure I can get a giveaway in here. We'll do an S2 blue. I'm running out of them, chat. I shouldn't be doing S2 blues all the time, but it's what we got right now. So S2 blue rare. I'll have to figure out. Love the sales data. Yeah, I did too as well. Now I just need to lay some analysis on top of it, some sort of visualization. You guys can really digest it a little better. It'll happen. All right, S2 Blue Rare giveaway coming up. I'll pick one off the stack right now. You guys are like, Kyle, get that together. I always step away from my streams. It's the KB thing. But we'll go with a no intrinsic value, Blue Rare, number 539 out of 1,000. What up, Sugar? Welcome to Market Mash. We got, first of all, let's take a look at what is sold. So I'll take a pause on the eBay. And I'll show you two routes. Let me make this happen. So, and Crane, feel free to throw in the chat what you'd like to see. Even, on the fly, I'm happy to curate each show to make it happen. We got an out of 500 private versus public key sold, a couple hollows. This is going to be recent, so April 16th, before or after, rather, our last market mash. We're seeing on COMC some good sales here. Is this the best place, Crane, to see COMC sales? Is that where they're going to show it? This is interesting. A CBDC for 40. I don't know about that. That's interesting. That's NARV. If people are buying that, we gotta educate the community a little more. That's our responsibility, no doubt. Or at least mine. I'll take that one. So we'll go 2024 BTC TC S3. We'll see what that comes up with. I like to try it out. We got BJ Ditcher. Yeah, so it's going to show what eBay basically showed us here. We got 450 for a nice base. Okay. Interesting. All right, so April 13th, now we're getting to what we had covered last time. Not too much new action. I'll try another one here. We had a couple sales in the P2P. Didn't see your Sailor pickup. All right, let's see in here. Classic Crane. All right, it's not gonna pick that up either. Let's go Series 3. It's funny what you have to search to get what you want out of this. Nope, even still. All right, we're gonna hunt that sale on the Sailor. Figure out really where that went. What if we type in Sailor? So as you can see, all right, this might be it, maybe. 130 pickup COMC. What up, AG? That was March 5th. That's definitely not it. All right, interesting. Well, there's that goes into your search skills, right? Figuring out how these cards get listed. We can also now, we're going to explore not the sold listings. We'll go to the ones that are available. Yeah, it does not. Interesting. All right. Let's see Bitcoin trading cards, Series 3, if there are any new listings. And we're going to wind up, there's a Bitcoin Apex, some at the $70 range. I don't know if this is list date. That confuses me. I'll have to check that in. A nice selection of Vegas. All right, Nanya. Mrs. Nanya, that's a good call. Come to Vegas. Make sure you've got in store your inventory. If it's best, especially when it's printed out and communicated. That's definitely interesting. Got a numbered Sailor last week. All right, well, we'll have to dive into that and discover that. That's solid. I'm happy for you. We'll check it out. We'll search. We're on scarcity now, looking at sales as well. This is going to be a quick recap of this collection. I'll make it a little smaller so you guys can check that whole thing here. All right, so we had a couple nice sales. The tag 10 on the Sailor, as you can tell, you can see Sailor at the top of both of these. Tag 10 Sailor, 1.1 million sats, right? So that's going to be over 900. Yeah, 959 to HODL. Congrats. That's, I believe, a pop 6. We've got an S1 OPP pack and a Sailor S3 for 0.095. 950,000 sats. It's easier for me to say it like that. Also going to be, what is that? Around $800 for an S1 OPP and Sailor. In my opinion, that's pretty fair market. I would estimate S1 OPP packs 100 bagger. Congrats, S1 or S2 Blue Rare. Had it over to you. What up, Will? Welcome to Market Mash. We're diving into this week's Bitcoin trading cards, S3 sales, or really just sales in general. But this is something that I thought was interesting, a Tone Vase PSA 9 plus the BGS 10. I would have thought got a little more eyeballs, got a little more engagement. That being said, I don't know, the S1 legendary market is up for debate, just in terms of what people demand. I mean, we saw Hal Finney sell for 1.6 million sats not too long ago on Scarcity as well. It's a great platform, when it comes to getting Bitcoin for your cards, right? So I don't have to do any conversion. It's nice. It's really easy in that way. That being said, it may not be the highest for revenue, but there's no, I can't run A/B tests, or have not run A/B tests of the same auctions, on different platforms. It's a little tough to do because, you got to get eyeballs and everything right. But in general, I thought this was fair. This was a solid lot of S3 base and parallels, basically a box worth, a little more, a little less on the oranges, for right around 200. I thought the S2 legendaries underperformed. So even though they had, print line, it was shown in the images, you're basically getting two musicians for free. You're basically getting, the Bob Marley for free. There was no premium put onto those. Something to be considered when you're making lots. I thought this was a fun lot. I was happy with the sale. SOS is, tough to sell. Tough to chase as well. There's a lot of considerations going to the SOS market values. But overall, I thought that was a great buy for Tea Leaves. Here you're getting two box toppers for the price of one, and you're getting 5 villains basically for free. So whoever hodl, that's a great win. About the auction, I learned that folks thought there were low ball sales. Yeah, I mean it right, AG. So it's tough when you have the whole community aware of auctions taking place, and it's on a platform people are familiar with, and it's got lots that are generally engaging, right? Is it lowball sales, or is it you guys aren't spending, right? So there, it's what's the famous saying of something's worth what someone else will pay for it, right? And if we don't have people in the community that are willing to pay more than 175,000 sats, I mean, it was also Easter Sunday, right? Like, I could have thought that one through, but I also just didn't want it to end on Thursday. So, we tried that out. That was all right? That's something to be said, of not taking sales data and market data for this auction specifically, or collection specifically, too, seriously, right? So, in general, what did you guys think of, the sales here? What did you think of the collection? Did you find it fun and engaging? Were, the lots, did you like that they crossed over S2 and S3? Some of you guys are only interested in Series 3. Do you prefer raffles to auctions? It's only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. That's exactly right. So anyways, would be happy to hear in the comments what you guys thought of some of these sales. Again, I think the standout, really, I mean, you're gonna see the S2s. We can summarize it with, the S2s, the legendaries are struggling. We'll see what 21 clubs do at sale. I think at some point 21 clubs are gonna hit the marketplace. And then, Sailor S1 OPP packs are still highly valued, highly sought after, while S1 OPP legendaries, unless it's Cypherpunks or even maybe Hal, right? The valuations are up in the air. What up, big boy? Okay, yeah, interesting. I mean, that's right. Like each person is going to bid on lots for a different reason, right? Some are going to be interested in reselling. Some are going to be interested in collecting, new sets, right? If you didn't have any S2 Legendary, this is your chance. I don't know if I said what up, Big Boy 97, but what up again? Here is, something just to, let's see if it'll pull up Hal Finn, his most recent sale. It might have been this one. Yeah, right here, a little 1.6 million sats for Hal Finney. Look great. It didn't look like there was any damage. Had diversity in terms of bidding into maybe the last minute. So we're gonna see where these markets go. I'm just gonna recap the other scarcity auction. Yeah, I appreciate that. We try. See, this was nice. I mean, 15 for 2.2 million sats I thought was fair. Setting the boundary. And this was back in January. We're just recapping some of the scarcity sales and how they perform. For example, this box topper literally sold for the same amount as 2 box toppers and villain cards, right? Something to be aware of. Here's two 9s sold for the price of a PSA 10. Anyways, so that's scarcity for you. That's the week's recap on that. We touched 130 point. Not a ton of new sales. I'm missing a Sailor. Let me see if I just type in Sailor, if it'll catch it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be confused. All right, it does catch it. There you go. So that might be the one. What up, Rusty? Good morning. Good morning. What up, Dream Attack? We got 15 people on Market Mash. Appreciate you guys hopping in here. Who was that? Was that Comic that said you got the Sailor? Yeah, I mean, at 110, solid buy. Here, see, I don't know what to take of these, right? Take of the $17, $11 for the Sailor base. I don't know if anybody can confirm that these sales went through or not, but I would generally err on the side of, that's upper end sales, probably a little overvalued. No shame to the person that bought. That's a little low risk. We're like 60 on the silver. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, right? Dealing with eBay and all that such, right? It's easy when you're just selling for sats. Something to be considerate of. Let me pull this out over here and just make sure we're on pace. In this Market Mash, there wasn't too much I was going to be able to dive deep into. I am working on, for next time, having the S1 box price mapping. So we'll go from $500 a box in November of 2022 all the way to today. There have been 2 recent sales. I have to get permission for one of the public ones. Peer-to-peer plays. SatStash is really great. I love the UX, UI. I mean, I love the UI. I love the UX for sure. But overall, peer-to-peer wins, especially just throwing that stuff in the Telegram. I will pull that up. We're going to scroll through really quickly this vendor. I believe, let's see if he updated it. There were a couple opportunities here. I'll show off. This is in the Bitcoin trading cards, auctions, and vendor. We got Bitcard King with 2 POWs that did sell. They were the Satoshi limited edition, the inflation. We have an OG selling a hoop box sealed as well as his signature collection. So if you're into signatures, hop into that peer-to-peer chat. As you can see, CoinDad, I'm calling him Bitcard King. I guess he also did sell this 21 club, Citadel 21. Not sure what valuation that was on. He was previously listing it at 25 and 23, $100, and had taken the list price off of that. So we have 2 others to highlight in terms of opportunities to purchase. There's a 1-of-1 remnant from Spirit of Satoshi, as well as the 1-of-21 Team BTC, and then a little Happy Easter. So that's the peer-to-peer activity happening in the Telegram. In terms of what to look forward to this week, we've got a 1 box break on Thursday, a little happy hour, nothing crazy. What up, Kels? How we doing? Happy Monday market mash. We've got a Thursday 1 box break. That'll be S3. Chasing 1-of-1 still. We'll chase everything, but we're chasing 1-of-1s. That's not out of a fresh case or anything. Those are my 4 remaining now boxes that we'll be going through once a week. We have on Friday a new case break. It'll be a half case. This time, to simplify things for all collectors and my end, it's going to be only athletes and up. So it's going to be more of a stream. If you guys want to get in and chase, I'll be doing pretty low buy nows for all the spots, looking to move that inventory out to the community for what you guys are seeking. So Friday, half a case. It'll really be more of the rip. We're going to chase 21 clubs. I doubt we'll get another 1-of-1. That would be pretty crazy. For those of you that weren't there, we pulled this inflation 1-of-1. Let me see. I could probably pull that up in better photos here. Just to, let's see. Sorry, 100 bagger. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, all these. I can't see the screen. You guys get to see my. There we go. All right. And the 1-of-1 pinned. All right, there we go. Got to it. Classic. All right, well, you guys get it. The 1-of-1's there to stay. It's still in the box. It's in Nunez's box, Mrs. Nunez's box. If you can't pull a 1-of-1, just remember you yourself. Yeah, DJ, that's for real. I wish I could pull these up without it doing that. I know I can, but then I have to download it. That was a gorgeous occasion. That was a great way to end Friday and end that, pursuit of a 1-of-1. Just truly incredible to see and hold. The colors on it are mind-blowing. And just the card itself is, legendary. It's a grail. It's a true grail. So appreciate everybody that was there for that. Shout out DJ. Make sure you guys bookmark. If you're not in the KB Telegram group, let me know. Get in here. He's going to be doing a single show. What is that? 2 Wednesdays from now. Hop in there. I had been sharing some about the sales and previous history. As I said, I have the links in here. I share with you guys. I'll be doing more just on the content, the actual social media side. Getting more professional around the subject matter expert, right? Our streams, our website, pushing the newsletter soon. You guys, I've been previously doing inventory management for clients. Head to, all right, Comic, yeah, let us know when you do get that box and throw the link in our chat so we can bookmark it. But high level for you guys. I've been doing inventory management previously. We're gonna be trimming that down. KT's looking to get in. We're gonna be trimming that down to just focusing really on our educational aspects. We got the breaks, of course, but those are gonna be pretty succinct. Looking to deliver that value through YouTube streams and the newsletter, quotes of the day, all sorts of educational and entertaining content to come your way. So I know we've been all over the place. I still got rewards and memberships. Trying to keep it all. What do you say? In a box, like in a reasonable, right? We're a one-man show over here, so really looking to provide value the best way that I can. AG's been killing it. AG and Dub been killing on entertainment on the streams. We got DJ getting going. So, anyways, chat, market match this week, pretty light recap, high-level summary. We saw on the peer-to-peer side, CoinDad get his 2 sales on both the 2 POWs selling for around $950, as well as the 21 Club for a price undisclosed. We had the scarcity auction that we ran through, which sold over around 3 million total sats, close to 4 million, I believe, and across 10 lots for what it's worth. We saw the sailors really hold their value, as well as the packs or pack of S1 OPP. On eBay, not too much transaction data from week over week. We had a sailor sell for about 110. That was really the highlight on eBay, and not too many newly listed. So, but keep your eyes out peeled on deals on eBay. Highly recommend setting the notification feature. with respect to this week moving forward, absolutely denying it. No, I know. I mean, it's so entertaining. This week moving forward, we got our streams. I don't know if AG is going to be doing his Wednesday stream again. He'll let us know in the chat here. But break on Thursday, break on Friday. I'm going to be doing what I can. All right, off this week. I'm going to be doing what I can to deliver promises on the website and on the newsletter and on the data side for sales for Crane and this, what's behind me, getting this into something that, really we can digest as a community and move forward with. So Market Mash this week, kind of light. Hope that's all good. We got a lot of packages in front of me. I'm going to be getting out from Whatnot over the weekend. I had to find a cable to get printing. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, we got stuff to stay entertained. We'll be chasing and we'll be talking cards all week. If you guys have any questions, hit us up in the Telegram, on Twitter, Reddit, etc. Appreciate you guys getting in here. There's going to be no auctions today, as much as the store makes it seem that way. But any questions before we hop off? Any thoughts about what you would like to see me do data analysis on and really pull to light, some insights? If you guys, think of it later, definitely hit me up. I'm here for you guys, as I've said before. All right, AG. Yeah, and one of the goals has been with this Market Mash that I love, and it seems you guys enjoy the market information, is on the newsletter side, doing a recap, right? A proper Monday Market Mash recap. That is, in the works, right? Some of this stuff is just coming from structure. So appreciate the patience as we get, these shows really refined. Is that alfalfa? I love that. Alfalfa. Maybe I'm saying that. Alfalfa. Right. But everybody, have a great Monday. I love doing this Market Mash with you guys. 100 bagger. Congrats on hitting that blue rare. I'll catch you guys soon. Shipments are on the way from last week. They'll be out tomorrow. Keep your eyes on that. Sunny Side, appreciate you hopping in here. Everybody, DJ, Mrs. Nunya, 100 bagger, Bitcoin Jesus, all the chat, Comic, AG, Sugar. Appreciate you guys. Crane, we're out. I'm going to raid. My raiding is my new favorite part. Let's get it. What up, Scott? Psycho Death. I love that too. That's fire name too. The Zard Exchange, what do we think? Should I run that back? Loot Cards HQ. I always wait and see if you guys said anything. Nah. All right, we're going to run it with Cards HQ. We're going to hit a bigger one. Chat. Peace.